Hey everybody, Dr. Ty here. Sorry if I'm still a little bit out of breath. Just got done working out a little bit ago, and it really prompted me to want to make this video on changing and swapping your Gatas and your Ottas. And I know exactly what you're saying. You're saying, whoa now, slow it down, Ty. I didn't quite hear you right. Why don't you take a quick breath and re-say that gobbly-goobly that you just said? No problem. Swap your Oughtas and your Gatas. Let me explain that just a bit. Your Oughtas are things you ought to do. Well, I ought to clean my room. I'm looking at a dirty room right now. I ought to clean my room. I've got to work on the marketing for my business. I ought to relax for a bit because I'm tired. But I've got to help my spouse around the house because I want a better, want a happy spouse. I want a better relationship. Those are the oughtas and the gatas that we should be saying. Most of the time we have it swapped. I ought to clean my room, but I got to relax for a bit first. I'm tired. I ought to help my spouse around the house, but I'm tired. I got to relax for a bit. I ought to work on marketing. In fact, here's a perfect example. I was talking with a friend of mine at a business networking event recently, and she actually said, I really ought to work on my marketing more. But I just got movie tickets for this latest movie that came out, and I want to watch it again. Seriously, again. So I only watched it twice so far. Need to. She said, I need to watch it again so that I can figure out this dream sequence, because I know that there's a hidden message in there. Now, we all know that movie's going to be out on Blu-ray, DVD, or instant streaming here within 30 to 60 days after it's out of the theaters. You don't have to watch it now. It's not going to be a game changer, and it's not going to be a life changer. Working on marketing for your business could be. Working on your relationships could be. But watching a movie for the third time isn't going to. We need to swap our Oughtas and Gatas. Like I said, I was working out. That's what really prompted me to do it. As you can tell, I'm not a stick figure guy. Now, not everything that's going on with me is just from eating too much. I ought to eat better. Do have some health issues as well. And things like that can stop us. They can slow us down. They can make things a little bit more difficult. But it doesn't mean you stop doing things. I still work out. I try to work out a little bit more now, even though I don't always make it. That's the thing. I've decided that I've got to work out more. I want to keep being healthier. I've got to eat better. I have a stew, actually a vegetable stew, cooking in the house right now. I ought to, ought to and got to. You got it? I used to say I ought to eat better, but those cookies sure look good. I ought to exercise, but I'm so tired. And I tell you what, I'm a little tired today. I didn't get to sleep until about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm an early bird. I usually wake up at 5:30, so I woke up late. I woke up at 6:30, 4 hours of sleep. I still worked out. Several months ago, I may not have. But I'm working on swapping my Oughtas and my Gatas. And I want to give you 2 tips. If that's what you need to do, there's 2 tips that I can do that can help you. The first thing you should do, when you find yourself doing one of these Oughta-Gata things that you need to switch, make a physical change. Like jump up. But put a silly smile on your face if you want to. Make sure no one else is watching if you're an introvert like me, but something. Change your form. Change what you're doing, your physical doing. It can make a huge difference. It's telling your body, I'm doing something new. It can help a lot. Step 2, I'll pick on the marketing, because I'm a business person at heart. I ought to work on the marketing for my business. Well, hold on. That's the old me. No, I would love to go to that movie, but I've got to work on my marketing first. So I'm going to make myself a deal. Once I get my marketing done, I can go to that movie. That's how you swap your Oughtas and your Gatas. Make what used to be a Gata. I've got to relax. Well, you know what? I'm going to relax once this place is clean. or maybe if it's a big mess like I deal with sometimes, I'm going to relax once I've dealt with those 2 piles today. And each day I'm going to do 2 piles, and after each pile I'm going to relax. That is swapping your Oughtas and your Goddess. And of course, if you're having difficulty with this, contact me, 424-COACH55, or of course, the website, www.mycoach.life. I'm Dr. Ty, and I hope to see you at the next Webishop.